All right. Well, that was fun. I don't even understand what happened in that situation. That
So
was
much.
definitely a first. I think that's the first time I actually had to run that shit back. Like,
Yeah.
and what's crazy is I'm still not seeing this shit live on Facebook. What the fuck is going on today with this shit? Oh, there it is. Now it's there. Alright. I'm like, don't stress me out today, Facebook. I don't have the bandwidth to
Don't
deal with,
stress us out.
you know what I'm saying, trying to have a good time out here and all this good shit. Let's set that up. Um, yeah, so now as the people pour in and show up how they show up. Hey, what's up, Zuri? What's good?
Zerg's here. Love
Yeah,
Zerg.
we had a little technical issue, so if you see the same thing pop up twice, just follow the one that's actually live. I got to remove the other one off the page, but in the meantime, on YouTube, it takes a little minute before I can remove it because it's like it has to sit there for a minute. I don't know why, but it's done like that. But I'll take care of it. Anyway, so what's good with you? How'd your weekend go?
We were together, Max.
I know, but I'm just saying, how did your weekend go? You had a different situation than me when it came to the weekend. I came all alone.
You know what? I
That's me.
I
Hey,
enjoyed
Joy.
my weekend. Was fun, but not in a playful way. So
Really?
yeah,
What
yeah.
happened? You couldn't get the engine started?
No, no. I was tired. I was so
Tired?
Max. I left there at like 4 something in the morning. Good night. And then I had to be up at 8 to jump back on the road and come back to Albany.
Uh huh.
I was exhausted. So by the time
Tired.
everything my alarm went off,
Tired sounds like a story to me, but I don't
and
know.
it was,
Listen. Whatever the situation may have been, I respect it.
I wish I am desperately in need.
Obviously not enough because your ass went to sleep.
Because I had to be back in Albany. My godson was christened on Sunday. So I had to be
Oh,
back home in church clothes in the church house on time.
really?
hmm And then I
Mm.
came home and crashed, like went to sleep, exhausted. Woke up, watched the Buffalo Bills win a beautiful victory. Shout out to the Bills Mafia. And then I went back to sleep. Like I was
Who the fuck
exhausted.
is the Bills Mafia?
Oh my gosh, let me show you the Buffalo Bills.
I'm trying to remember the last time the Bills won a chip. You know what I'm saying?
Who's your team?
Look, my team ain't even important to discuss right now.
Okay. That's what I thought. That's
We
what I
ain't
thought.
even we ain't even gonna talk
All
about that.
right. Okay.
Them motherfuckers is out there playing like babies, man. I don't know. I'm about to go like put on a uniform and be like, listen, nigga, this
And
is how
jump on
we
the
going.
field.
I'm
This
just saying, I don't know. I just don't understand what these motherfuckers are doing right now. Like this shit is crazy. But anyway,
So aside
moving
from that,
along.
the weekend was beautiful. I always feel amazing when I get a chance to spend time with you, like one on one in person. Like us talking on the phone, like we talk on the phone often, but like it's not the same. It's
Yeah, I
not
know.
the same. So
It's
like,
definitely a different thing when it
yeah, I
comes to
feel all bubbly
having that
inside.
one-on-one time. You was already drunk by the time I pulled up to the door.
And then I feel like I start stemming a little bit because I get so excited. And I'm like, Max is here, everyone. Remember I was calling you as you walked in the door. I was like, where's Max?
Yeah, you did call me, and I'm literally walking in the bitch like, I'm right here.
Because I was
I'm
looking.
right here. But I mean, what's up, Andre? It definitely was a good time. Definitely was a good time. So
Yeah.
let's roll into this
Yes.
because
Oh, Jeep. That's right, Jeep. I love hugs. Okay, go
oh,
ahead.
hug it out. I could use a hug.
I
You know what
love.
I'm saying? But anyway, so about these relationships and the lifestyle, because people be having a good time with these relationships and the lifestyle, man. Like, I mean, I've been in some relationships and the lifestyle myself. I will say that it's totally different perspectives between being a swingle, which is what I call a swinger that is single, and being a person who is actually in a relationship with somebody, a serious relationship with somebody in the LS. I
See,
think there is a big difference on
we chose this topic because a few weeks ago, while you were out in the middle of the ocean living your best life, I asked the people of the social experiment world what topics they want to see, right? And so they were talking about relationships and even friendships. So today we're going to try and cover the whole spectrum, but like
that. Miss
intimate.
Harris, what's good?
Oh, hey, Joy. Intimate relationships, friendships, friends with benefits. Like, how do you figure out what your label is in the lifestyle? And then how do you act according to that label? Like,
Well, acting according to the label is where the rubber meets the road because that's the part that fails very often. Like people say, "Oh yeah, we just friends, blah blah blah." But the moment you see them polying with somebody else, you get them little feelings like right here. And you know what? I don't want to shame people who get in their feelings, even though I'm going to shame you. But I'm not really shaming you. I'm just laughing at you because it's funny, but it's not funny. But here's the thing: is that there is nothing wrong with actually like you can't control how you feel. You can control how you react to how you feel, but not how you feel in general. And
mm-hmm.
I can't take credit for that. Miss Waters, aka the other Joy, the Joy Waters, was the
Yes.
one who kind of made me come up with that concept. Because it's very true. It was one of our conversations where we was talking about that, and it's so true about that, which is you really can't control how you feel about something. And a lot of times, once you sleep with somebody, it gets real. Like you just start. It was a really incredible experience for you. I think the level of intensity of the experience can somewhat affect how your how you react.
Yeah, because that like it's true to be like digmatized and pussy whipped. Can we say that online? But whatever,
I
it's
have
true.
never been
Hi,
pussy whipped in
RJ.
my life, though.
Anywho, but
No, I really haven't. I
it's
never experienced that.
you don't think you I feel like I need to like sit down with all your people and like go through the Rolodex.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It's not something that happens to me because I have a hard time connecting with my emotions on a general aspect. So for me to go to the level of being Eddie Murphy and Boomerang, for those that are old enough to remember that movie, and be out here getting pussy whipped, nah, that's just not my bag. Like, I've made some stupid decisions and fucking the wrong women, but pussy whip, nah, not so much. Not on my end, anyway.
So to be digmatized, I've definitely seen that. And I've seen some, some pussy whips type situations. And it's tough because, like I'll be honest, because Max, usually you use yourself as an example. I use myself. I'm a lover girl, and it's easy for me to fall in love. I agree with you, Joy. I'm a lover girl. And so like I've had conversations with both Joys on the line, like, I'm in love. We're in
Oh,
love with each other. We love one another. But
love is a
um
big
I
word.
think I think what Joy tells me is like I fall in limerence easy. So, has she ever said that to you, Max? Talked about limerence?
No, because I don't get those feelings. Not like that.
Uh,
Not to that level, I should say.
thank
I
you.
always have my feet underneath me. I don't get lost in the feelings of love. Have I loved? Of course, but to get lost in the feelings, sometimes I'm envious of people who can lose themselves in the emotions because I'm like, what does that feel like to like not control yourself? You know what I'm saying?
See, I'm like
Like,
Nubi. Nubi knows how I feel. I fall in love in 3 days. I fall in love in 3 days. Like, I'm like, we met, we're in love, we're gonna be married, he's gonna be my person, and then like 5 days later, I'm like, never mind. No, we're just cool.
false alarm.
False alarm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you don't want to be in a situation, because I mean that shit is exhausting, man. You're sitting up there and you're like lovey, lovey, lovey 1 minute, then the next minute you're like, I'm not really giving a shit about them, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You don't want to. And yes, Andre, never, ever have
It's
I ever been a pussy
Andrea
with
or
ass
Andrea.
motherfucker.
It's not a guy.
Oh, my bad, Andrea. My bad. Sorry, I'm reading fast. I'm looking at five screens at once, so pardon me.
See, I'm with
But
Newbie.
yeah,
Newbie,
never have
all
I
my
ever.
sister circle be like, girl, I'll talk to you next week. And then the next week they're like, whatever happened? And I'm like, never mind. No, nothing.
Like, I've had, what's funny to me? My affection for a person is directly connected to how they function with me. Like, the moment that you don't function in the way that I like, you just become a regular shorty. Even
Mm,
if you was up here, you can go down there real quick because you know I hate when women try to use that I'm the prize leverage on me because that shit ain't gonna fly over here, Clyde. You know what I'm
yeah, I'm
saying?
like, whoa.
I feel like we both have things to contribute to a situation. So it's like you're only special as long as you're doing something that makes you special.
Mm.
If you're not doing anything that makes you special, then you're no longer special to me. You're just a regular shorty.
I don't
Doesn't
know, Max. I don't agree. I think in the time that I've known you, I think you are like you are not just like a on and off switch. I think that you're like on switch is good, but then it takes a minute for you to turn your off switch on. I mean, yeah, your off switch on.
No, I just try to work things through because I think like a therapist. So I'm
Yeah.
always trying to go through the steps before, because honestly, my initial thought is like I have had to get better through therapy of my own. I have gotten better with actually going through the steps before cutting people off. I
Yeah.
used to just cut motherfuckers off like this, like,
Yeah.
oh, what? Oh, you sneezed the wrong way? Oh, nah, I'm out of here. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But now, I try to walk through the steps. And I also don't turn down the long distance things as much as I used to. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
I got a lot of frequent flyer miles now, so.
I do too, but I just use those to go fly out to my cruise. I think Henry said that. What did he say? He said sometimes we confuse infatuation with love because they both have similar reactions.
That's
And
true.
I agree because I think that's what it is. It's the Joy Waters limerence and it's the infatuation. And I experience those often, especially I think I experience those in my day to day life, but especially in the lifestyle and being so new, I'm like, like I can become enamored with something really quick or someone.
Listen, and that's the thing with me, as I say for me, it's like if I get with somebody and they last 2 years or longer, that is a different level type of female because Most women don't last that long with me because my patience is very limited with certain things, and I blame myself if things don't necessarily rock the way that I want it to rock. Then I'm just gonna walk that shit off. And like I don't have like this is the thing. I laugh at people when they have. Oh, I've been in relationships up to 6, 7 years. Have you ever been married? No. So what the fuck does that mean? That you spent most of your time probably wasting your time. That's not a flex. You understand what I'm saying? Like
No, that's not
I'm,
nice.
I don't give a fuck about being nice. I'm telling the truth. Like I don't care about being nice. I ain't come up on here to be nice. I came up on here to tell people the truth because the problem is that a lot of people are being lied to, and that's why they have miserable relationships.
Mm.
The moment that we start being honest with ourselves and about ourselves to ourselves, know your weaknesses, know your strengths, know the things that you need to work on. You understand what I'm saying? If you do not do these things, you will never be successful in any relationships. It doesn't matter if the king of Prince Charming himself walks through your door. If you do not know how to manage that man, you are going to lose him. And you know how you lose him? By not covering your bases, by not knowing your own strengths and weaknesses so that when you come, you can make sure you come correct and know how to handle that man when you got him.
That's a fact. That's a hashtag
That's
fact.
something that has to, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And listen, Henry said some people want to get married but not be married. That's the part. And this is something I said. Dating me is your addition. I've never been married before. And I've been proposed to 3 times. Oh
What?
yeah.
I bet.
I- no, I really have. I'm not even capping. This isn't me trying to flex or nothing. It
No,
really happened. And
I'm
honestly,
fucking for it.
it was the weirdest fucking feelings of my life. Like, I don't like that shit. Like, I don't like that shit. I'm a man. I'm a very dominant man. I don't want some chick on her knees unless she about to polish a knob. You know what I'm saying? I don't need her, or if she, want to help me out with my shoe or something because she sees something on it. But don't be on bent knee with a ring in your hand. Like that shit made me feel very uncomfortable. You
I
know what I'm
listen, I
saying?
believe it because Max, you got a reputation. I've said it before. Like I
But
have been
it's not even about. But that's not even about dick. It's just about
no,
how
it's
I
not.
treat a woman when I'm
Exactly.
with her. And the thing is that I can be the easiest person to talk to or the most difficult. It just depends on which way you come at me. You know
I
what I'm saying?
agree.
So
I
I'm
agree. Have you ever
so,
proposed?
no. If
Never.
I proposed, I would have been married. My
Hmm.
batting average is high, baby. I don't swing and miss. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
All
Like
right.
if I'm gonna do something like that, please,
Mhm.
you know how many times that marriage thing gets suggested to me, and I just be like, I need to see. Like my
Yeah.
thing is being a wife means that if you want me to just be, because understand, I'm talking now. If we're talking LS marriage. Let's talk LS marriage for a minute, because
Okay.
that's what we're here for. If you want to be my wife and respect my position as a person in the LS, and I say this because honestly, most of the women I've had the best and most serious relationships with, for the most part, have been vanilla.
Mhm.
I don't have a lot of success dating women in the lifestyle. A lot of times it comes with a lot of caveats, which is why that happens. But I mean, I blame myself on that at the end of the day too, because somehow, somewhere, it's probably my fault. You know what I'm saying? You got to pick and choose the right way. Like, see, I don't want to point the finger at the females and stuff because I know I have my own issues, and it's just about being able to match my fucked upness. Because we
Mm.
all fucked up at the end of the day. But it's about making the fuck ups that can match together and actually make each other better. And that's a hard thing to fit. And when it comes to the LS, having somebody that truly is going to rock with you on a level that you're going to rock with them. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure that you getting yours. I'm make sure you're having a good time, blah, 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 blah. And my number one thing is on some G shit. My wife got to be surprising me with pussy.
Mm.
Like, I want to walk in the crib and there's just pussy waiting for me. Like, oh, I didn't know this was happening. Let me drop these pants real quick. But not
Yeah.
just that, she also needs to know how to move accordingly and know how to carry herself in a certain light. Because I
Mhm.
also am a person who is working on the political circles, which I really am. Quietly, I'm not showing y'all nothing because ain't nothing to show y'all right now. But quietly, I am working on some things politically and whatever else. So you have to be able to move in a certain way where you can be a nasty little demon when you need to be, but also you can turn up and also walk like the queen and walk in your queen energy when
Yeah.
necessary as well. You need to
Yes.
be able to do both. You
Hmm.
understand what I'm saying? Like that has to be something that happens without any questions, any equivocations, or anything else. So that's why I say that's why I say it's very, very important that they
Yeah.
have these things in order for me to want to be with somebody, not to mention deal with the different facets of me. Like me, I'm a bit of a sensualist. I like to serve. I like to do certain things, but it comes with you have to motivate me to that too.
Hmm.
Everybody knows I have a massage table. You've seen it if you come to an event. I did massages when I was on the cruise and got paid for this shit. And it
Hmm.
wasn't even necessarily on some nasty shit like that. It was some real transactional shit like I came in, gave him a massage, and I dipped off. You understand what I'm saying? So my whole thing is I like to do stuff like that. So I need somebody that can, even if they aren't about all of that, that they can at least feed that part of my thing. Either that, or at least stay out of my way when I'm making my moves.
Heard. Heard.
What
Yep.
about you? For you to be married in the LS, what do you think that would look like for you?
Well, Jeep says she need a massage.
It's about 500 miles too far for me to give it to her this very second, but I'll be happy to oblige when she brings her ass outside.
Mm. Got you, Jeep. What do I need to be married in the LS? I think my requirements are that they're not much different than before I was in the actual LS community. I feel like I'm a bird. I'm a bird. Let me fly. I told my friends once. I said I'm like a frisbee. Let me go. But they said no. They were like, no, you're a boomerang. You come right back. So I think that's what it is. Like I think people are attracted to my light. People are attracted to my energy, and then they do and say things to dim it or contain me, and I don't like that. They're like, "Oh,
Hmm.
you're always so nice and so bubbly," and it's like, but then you have a problem with me spending time in my sister circle, or like things like that, or
Shout out to the sister circle. What up, y'all?
shout out to the sister circle, like things like that, or I think sometimes people want to box me in, even in my personal, like my vanilla life. Like, oh, I thought you're going to be done with work at 9. And it's like, I'm a business owner. I'm in my office sometimes till 11 o'clock at night. Like, work has to get done. So I
Hmm.
think I need someone, excuse me, as a woman, I do want to tap into the ability to be more like home more, and I need someone who's going to be able to be consistent enough to allow me to slow down.
Mm.
That's what I need because I'm a grinder. You know that when you and I are talking, you're outside working, I'm at the office working. I would like a partner who allows me to slow down and is complimentary to my spirit. I'm pretty like outgoing and bubbly, so usually my most successful relationships have been more calm people,
Hmm.
more chill, low key people, because like when I walk in there, it's like, oh, Nova's here, and that's usually the energy. But I also need someone who can understand all facets of me, who knows that
Right.
when Nova's at an event, that's a different Nova than if I'm with my family, which is a different Nova than when I'm at work. Like those kinds of things. And it's not that I'm just multifaceted. And some people be like, oh, I don't, do you even know who you are? Yes, I know who I am. I'm all of these things wrapped up in one. And so I need that in a partner. Someone who
Yeah.
is going to be not selfish sexually. Like, I like to play, and I am able to separate, playing from emotion. And I think that guys think that women aren't able to do that. Guys who I've
Are
dated.
you?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think so, Max. Don't look like that. I
Uh-huh.
I have play partners. One of my play partners called me recently and was like, we were just talking, and I was like, no, like you and I, we're good, we're clear. Like it's just I see you when I see you, it's good, it's cool, and then that's that. So like I think I'm able to do that.
Let
I'm
me
not even
show this.
gonna answer the YouTube. Yeah, let's go to the Facebook.
Listen. And yes, Andrea, that was a very strange moment with that proposal, by the way. Very fucking strange. But anyway, and I had to deal with that 3 times. Anyway, Lem said it's having a partner that understands that you both have lives outside of them as well.
Yes.
Everything every day will not always be you. We have friends, and we need to and we need to link with or without you. Let me tell you something. Let
Yes.
me tell you something. I want y'all to look me in my eye. I'm taking glass. I'm sleepy, but I want y'all to look me in my eye. Understand something right now. Understand this. I will not deal with a woman that does not have friends. And I'm not saying friends for me to smash. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about I do not like the lonely woman, the lone wolf. Like that shit to me shows signs of a lot of other issues
Red
when you
flag.
don't have no female friends whatsoever. Because I don't listen, and I'll be honest with you, I'm a Leo. I like to be worshipped, worship my dick, worship my personality, worship everything. But my whole thing is, I also need you to go over there sometime.
Facts.
I need my space. Like that's one of the reasons why the concept of me living with somebody kind of gives me the hives.
Same.
Is because I did that when I was younger, and that version of me was a little bit more capable of doing that. But me, the way I am now that I fully have embraced my full grown man energy, the
Mm-hmm.
concept of me 24/7 having somebody in my face in my house, I feel like my house has to be significantly big so that
Yes.
I could at least send them to the east wing and I'd
Yes.
be in the west wing. Because being in an apartment together or in some space where it's like you're just always there, it's like give me a chance to miss you so I could be like, damn, come here. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
feel like, and that's one of the issues. I think that's one of the reasons why relationships in the LS can actually work out a lot better than relationships in the vanilla world. Is because in the LS, it's not as strange to say, hey, we are together, but let's have some separation of household to a certain degree. I might have a household over here and a household over there because I need different things to facilitate the way that my energy, my mind, my bandwidth functions. I need these things to be in this position. Reindeer says something too. And here we go. Said people get into committed relationships on the basis that are now that they are now one. Nah, y'all are partners. You have to keep your individuality in your relationships, or you'll lose yourself 150%. Because that is one of the problems.
Yes.
Is and to a certain degree, yes, we are unified,
Right.
but at the same time, in this unification, I'm never going to forget about my own individuality. And I don't want you to lose yours either.
Oh
Go
my
get
god.
lost, go on a girls' trip with your friends, do something. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
because
if
people
every time, go ahead.
when like that's one of the things that I encounter when I'm dating is people say, "Oh, you don't have time for me," and it's like, that's not true. But like what you can't do. This is what scares me away is when people try and interject in my life in a forceful way. Like
Oh,
I don't like that. I don't like that because it's like, no, I gotta hang out with my sister circle this weekend, and next weekend I'm going to do this, and then but it's not that I won't spend time or make time. Like, yeah, let's, like, all right, what about Thursday night? What are you doing? Like, I will make time, but for someone to try and like dictate my life early on,
Uh,
that is a no for me. I don't like that at all. I might say to someone, like I just said to someone recently, like, hey, I'm going to this event January 23rd. You want to hang out then? And it's like,
mm,
if that's the time that I can get you, then that's the time I can get you. And if I have something sooner, then I'll let you know. But like, you trying to change that before earning that is definitely a turn off for me.
definitely, and it
Because
should be
I do
because
have my own life. I'm not a clingy girl. When people are like, "Oh, what kind of partner are you?" I'm like, I'm the kind of partner like you can be in one room, I'll be in another room. I might come out in a couple hours, check in, touch your face, go back in my room, right? Like I'll be reading my. You do your thing, I do my. I'm not like the clingy person, and I
did you
don't like
say
that.
touch your
Clingy.
face?
Yeah, like, oh look, you're here. I love you. You're so amazing. All right, I'm going in the room now. And
Right,
I might even
exactly.
come in and get on my knees real quick, but then I'm going back in the room. Like that doesn't mean I want to hang out with you. Like,
Here's another one though. Now we touched on the marriage thing, but let's slide over to the level where most people honestly live at is friends with benefits. Because that's where most people really live.
that's a
I mean,
fact.
yeah, some people, they do the relationship, it's cute, it's adorable, and all that shit. And, they hold their hands and share milkshakes and shit. We already know what that is. I'm not gonna dunk on all the LS relationship people right now, even though me and one of the guys was talking, because he's
Mhm.
also another person that goes through what I go through. And it's one of them situations when we walk in a room, they hold their girlfriends a little tighter. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's like, I feel like if you're in a relationship with somebody and you call yourself being a swinger, but you're never swinging because you're always worried about somebody actually touching your woman, you're not really a swinger. You're just carrying a plus one to cheer you on while you do the fuck shit. Swinging involves an exchange. That's literally how swinging started.
Right.
So if you ain't doing that, listen, ain't nothing wrong with just being LS friendly and that's what you is, whatever. But don't ever in your life label yourself as a swinger if you have never at least encouraged your partner to get them some from the one over there. That's just not who you is. And that's okay, but
Mhm.
just know who you are. Live your truth. Because I would like there to be a party that happens. This is just me personally.
Uh
I would
oh.
like there to be a party that happens where, and damn, the moment I said that, like 6 people dropped off of the YouTube. I guess none of them were swinging. But
Oh.
anyway, um, but the thing is what I would like to happen. I would like an event to happen where the requirement is that you have to actually be a swinger to attend the event. If you are not a swinger, nobody says if you're required to play,
Mhm.
but you got to at least be open to it. I'm
Mhm.
tired of people taking up space, especially when the events are more intimate, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And the situation is a lot of these people they not swinging nothing, and it's like it's cool. I mean, like what I went to on Saturday, that wasn't even what that was. That was just friends hanging out that just happened to be up to other shit if they want to be.
Mhm.
But I'm talking about like an actual legit swinger party where people can actually say, "Yes, I swing." Well, no, not I. If you're in a couple, we swing, thruple, whatever it is. Everybody is open and able to open the possibilities
Yeah.
because then we create an environment that's more comfortable and make sure that you have your boundaries conversations, couples. before you come outside, couples and thruples and quintuples and whatever the fuck else. Just make sure you have your conversations before you come outside so that you ain't out here looking like sour grapes when your girl's getting attention and you not. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
I agree
But
with you, Max.
now swinging over to the friends with benefits because I digress for a minute.
But
Um,
I think that's what it is, right? So even friends with benefits. So the person who came with me this past weekend was a friend with benefits. Like I said, we've
uh,
known each other for years. We're super cool. And we had the conversation. Okay, listen, like if you're gonna go somewhere, just let me know. If you're gonna go somewhere, just let me know. Like that's it. Like we know the dynamics. It's clear. It's comfortable. So that when we get there, there's even trust in that friends with benefits situation, playmate situation, whatever. I would say friends with benefits because this is someone who knows me personally, has been in my home, spends time with me, like has been to family events, you know? So it's like there's a comfort there and there's also an understanding. Like we're not in a relationship. Do what you
uh,
do. I do what I do. He's my anchor person. That's how I introduce him. Like this is my anchor person. And like he's free to play. I'm free to play, whatever. But it's clear and it's understood. And I think that's where we have a problem is like even with friends with benefits or play partners, there's no clear understanding. I like a clear conversation. There's a playmate of mine that I have who's like, listen, like, I consider you a consistent play partner. We're cool. I'm not,
mhm,
we're not in a relationship. And, like if that were to ever happen, it would be a conversation. It wouldn't be something that you would assume.
right.
Heard. Cool. Love it. See you soon. That's it. I think that that's not happening. And even when it is happening, somebody in that dynamic is catching feelings and holding the other person accountable for that. And that's where it gets all jumbled up.
I see. I see. See,
Hmm.
that's and because Joy asked a question, I just want to address it. She said, "How do you keep your friend with benefit from catching feelings?" Honestly, when you find that answer, you let me know. Because
Yeah,
here's
you
the
can
thing.
catch feelings, but the feelings have to be managed. You know what I mean? Like I said about the person I was with this week. Like I have genuine love for him. I love him. Joy knows what I'm talking about. Like I love him for real. Like we're cool. But we know that there's no relationship that's gonna happen. And that just has to be understood.
I mean, listen, and I see answer like Trisha says, set boundaries. Listen, I've done all of that shit. I am
Yeah.
the king of the straightforward conversation, let you know where it stands from the door. And somehow, some
Yeah.
way, that shit still goes a different way. I've even fucked with girls and was like, listen, I'm not trying to be in a relationship with you. I'm chilling, like we just having a good time, blah 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 blah. Next thing you know, they getting in their feelings when they see me moving around. Or they know that I'm talking. Even when I say to you, listen, I am an E&M person. I'm ethically non-monogamous. I'm poly. There is not going to be a world where I'm just going to deal with you at this time. Maybe there'll be a time in my old man river days where I say, you know what, I'm tired of all that. But until further notice, this is the way that this shit goes. And I'm like, shit, Zuri, you could tell me that shit, I'll handle it just fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got no problem the 1 minute you all on me, giving me the ride of my life, and then the next minute you over there having a good time, or maybe one night we was hanging out together. Then the next time I see you, you might be at an event, and you chilling with the next dude. I ain't gonna be in my feelings and be like, oh man, so what's the what's up with this one? What you around him for? Like.
Yeah, but you are
I
the
see
exception,
that
not
happen.
the rule.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm leading by example
Same. Same.
because I'm sorry, but the world does not owe anybody understanding. The world is what it is, and either you can accept it or it's gonna roll right over you.
Uh-oh, Philip's starting some mess. He
Philip
said, who's
said,
feeling more? I think women do.
I can't answer that because I only deal with women. I can tell you what I hear according to people that I've counseled. I will say women have a lot more emotional potential than men do.
Mm.
Men are more by natural design. I know, see, because we have a lot of LS women here. A lot
Yeah.
of them have evolved their brains to learn how to fuck without feelings to a certain degree. Some of them, because some of them have failed on that multiple times and turned the internet into a mess and everything else. But I will say, in general, in general,
Hey, KD.
what I see, what's up, KD? In general, what I see is I see a lot of women who aren't as good as by nature. They aren't as good at compartmentalizing their feelings as men. Like men, when we're looking at a woman, we just looking at the physical aspect, the boom bang pow, oh, that shit looking right, blah 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 blah. We ain't giving a fuck about your mind at that moment. We trying to see if you looking right first. Then after we see that, then okay, maybe you want to see what else, blah 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 blah. You know, we have our general standards. Well, as long as you at least meet those, then we can smash. But that doesn't mean that we gonna actually go anywhere with you. That doesn't mean that we're actually going to take you seriously. It just means that we're going to have a physical interaction with you. And sometimes that's just what it is. And it needs to be understood. And that doesn't happen so much on the woman's side. But go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
think I've definitely experienced very emotional men, and I think that the emotional man, um, the emotionally connected, easily emotionally connected man is demonstrated by those like thirsty men in the inbox kind of thing, or like the ones who don't respond well to like no thank yous and stuff like that. I think that it just is displayed in a different way.
Uh
Um,
huh.
so I think that I would say it's equal based on just my observations in the LS in the past year and some change in terms it is. I think it's equal. And
I knew you were gonna say
I've heard story. You know me. But I've heard stories and I also think that people open up to me in a different way because I am such an like emotional, like my friend's daughter calls me a bunny, right? Like just like the soft landing space. So I've heard men talk about their emotional stuff. Like there are even men who I've spoken to who were like, I'm, like too emotionally connected to you or something like that. And it's just like, yeah, no, we can't do that. So I think it's different. But I think what was really helpful is the question that Jeep said, which is what exactly is the benefit of friends with benefits or a play partner? And I think they're separate. Friends with benefits and play partner. A play partner to me is someone that I hook up with and you don't know anything about my personal life. A friends with benefit is someone who I'm connected to. Like we talk on the phone on a regular, or like we talk on that doesn't have to be on a regular basis, but like things about me. That's a friend with benefits. Like and we play. So I think that's the difference to me. And I think those get misconstrued in the lifestyle a
Can
lot.
we show the differentiation between play partner and FWB?
Yeah.
Because I think there a lot of people think that both of them are the same thing. And
Hmm.
honestly, I feel like there's levels when it comes to the LS. You can graduate from play partner to friend
Right.
with benefit to maybe
Hmm.
even relationship. It's possible.
Hmm.
But my thing is, if it's going to happen, God damn it, let it happen organically. Stop trying to force the narrative to work the way that you want it to, because I will guarantee you more times than not, and this goes for men and women, it's just going to end up in the total opposite. You're just going
Unless
to make it a turn off.
like I think that unless it's like a mutual conversation, like, hey, I'm catching feelings. We've been spending a lot more time together, and the other person's like, yeah, me too. Let's
Oh,
see where this goes.
look at this. Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this
Uh,
one. Look at this. Look at this.
a
This is cute.
jealous friend of mine who is very much a lover boy says that any woman he has sex with is someone he is considering dating. Ooh,
Oh, who
I
child?
don't. I definitely am not on that same page.
I can't even spell that. That
I'm not on that same page. I think that's not that's no.
let me tell you something. There's another thing too. Everybody has problems. Everybody has issues. one of my requirements, if you're gonna be in a relationship with me, is you gotta have your psychological life together. I don't care about your financials and all that stuff because money comes and goes. I'm not worried about that. Everybody's a work in progress until they die because everybody's always looking. Even if you're a millionaire, you're looking to be a billionaire. Like everybody's always working to level up. We all are doing. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Speaking of which, we'd like to level up this damn show by y'all like, sharing, and subscribing down there so that, click that little, click the bell, all of that good shit because we'd like to monetize this thing so that we ain't always up here for free. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
he's
We need
like,
to get to 1K, so we need everybody that sees this. It don't cost you nothing to hit the share button or the subscribe button. I ain't asking you for no money. I'm asking you to get YouTube to pay us. So help us out.
yeah, if
Or
you're on
as,
YouTube, make sure that you hit the like button, please, so that we can
yes,
get more
like
likes.
buttons hit. Not even just like buttons hit though. We need subs. We need y'all subscribing.
Yes,
That
please.
is of the utmost importance. That is what matters the most. Thank you very much, Farrah. It is very much appreciated.
Look
You
at her.
understand what I'm saying? But that is one of the things. But sliding back to what I was saying,
Yes.
I don't care about your money. I've dated millionaire women. I've dated women that only made $30,000 a year. I ain't dunking on nobody's income.
Mm-hmm.
I can work with either because we could always get you up if you down.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? I have no problem helping somebody that's down get up if it's within my power to do so. You understand what I'm saying? There's gonna be times I'm down, I'm gonna need to get pulled up too. You understand what I'm saying? Like everybody goes through shit. So that's not where my judgment comes. I think we focus too much on the wrong things, which is why relationships end up shitty too.
Mm.
Because you'll look at somebody with a big dick and a nice wallet and not realize that he about 2 seconds from being oops upside your head until it happened. You understand? Or he might be verbally abusive, controlling, blah blah blah. And that happens on the men's side too. You end up with these controlling women, da 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 da, all that stuff. And so my whole thing is the most important thing is to have your psychological life together. Make sure that you have done your healing. Make sure that you have taken the path that you need to take so you can be the best version of yourself. Because you want this person, understand any dating that you do, friends with benefits, play partner, whatever, if you want any more potential for them than that, you have to understand that in order for that to happen, you have to show who you really are. And if you know you're better than what you're showing, like those women that come at me or say, "Oh, that's wife treatment. I'm not gonna do that for you if you just my boyfriend." Next,
Yeah.
because my thing is this is the audition, baby. I'm not gonna give you a ring. I'm not gonna spend money on a ring and sign papers with you, and I don't even know what the fuck I'm getting. Hell no.
Hey, Izzy.
What's up, Izzy?
Um, I agree with that. I agree with you on that, Max, because the emotional well-being thing, like I won't even talk to anybody if you don't have like your baseline stuff in order. Like I talked to somebody recently who was like, yeah, I want to connect with you and hang out with you and da 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 da, but then started asking like get to know me questions. So I'm like, all right, and we get to the point where they're like, yeah, like I have a child who's such and such years old, but I'm trying to get myself together before I get in there, and I'm like, you can't talk to me if you're not in your kid's life. Like you can't. Like you can't. There's certain things that you have to be like mentally okay. Like if you don't have to be perfect, but like you have to be intentional. Like you don't have to be healed, but you have to be intentional about healing. Like those kinds of, and that's for most relationships though. Play partners, friends with benefits, not really play partners, friends with benefits, and
Play partners need to have their shit together too
they
because
should. I'm just saying, like, if I'm at an event and I just want to get some real quick, I may not ever talk to you again, and so I don't need to know if you are in therapy. Like that's
well,
fine.
no, see, that's a mistake too, because that's how you can end up in a bad situation.
What do you
Like you
mean?
see what happened is certain people recently. I don't know the whole story on things, but how people end up getting into violent situations or whatever is because you might go out with somebody, you don't really know where their head is at, and then you end up alone with them in a situation, and then that could turn into a bad night for you,
Oh, and
and
I'm
that
not
can have
talking about
permanent
that.
consequences. No, but what I'm saying is that's a part of having your psychological shit together. You
Mhm.
need to know. You need to like. A lot of y'all is way too trusting. Y'all just going out with somebody just so you could get in for cheap or free. And my whole thing is that you ride in the car together. You're gonna be alone with this person at some time or another in the night, or even if you're not necessarily alone, this person might think because we came together. You don't know what's in their head or how they think. So they
Oh,
might think because y'all came together, and then you go dip off like we just play partner. We just here to, split the cost of the hotel room, or we just here so because he was gonna pay 150 anyway. I just got in on the free or on the cheap because I came with him, whatever, not knowing where the person's head is at. And next thing you know, you in a hospital bed somewhere stretched. You
see,
understand
and
what I'm
that's
saying?
yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. I come to the event by myself. I see you. We have a conversation, like a little, like, what are you here for? What are you here for? You want to play? We play. That's what I'm talking about. Not like
But
anything
that's no,
more
but
than
play partners typically is people that you actually link up with and play. That's just hooking up with somebody in an event. That's what you do
okay, okay, okay. See,
on a
that's a
general
different.
aspect. See, that's a different thing. Play
Yeah.
partners actually no, we play with each other. That's what we do, and that's blah blah blah. And like if you going on a date with somebody, that's kind of like at least a temporary play partner agreement. And if you're going to go out with somebody, you need to know who the fuck you're going out
Oh
with.
yeah,
And
and
this
that's
goes for men and
yeah.
women. Get a little whole facts on them. Make sure that shorties, if you're going out with a man, he ain't one of them dudes that be getting drunk and getting all stupid at the party. And same thing for the fellas. You going out to the party, make sure she not messy Jessie when she start getting on the sauce. Like people got to do their research a little bit. You can't just like show up with somebody. That's why a lot of times you see me show up by myself to shit. Cause I'm
See,
not gonna just and it's not like I can't grab a shorty and just go somewhere. That's not hard. But my whole thing is if I don't know her like that, or at least have a general idea of who she is as a person, I'm not gonna have this person. I got shit to lose. I got a child. Like I don't have time to be getting caught up in situations
mm-hmm.
because her head ain't right and I ain't know because
Because you was just
I'm,
going.
I
Mhm.
just was trying to just go on a date and I didn't really care who I went with. I just wanted a plus one. I'd rather
I
skip the party.
I
If
think
I can't get in,
that's
whatever.
why I respected Zuri. Zuri said I respect Zuri, but like there was I don't know if it was a post she had or something like that, but someone said like, "Oh, connect me with one of the females or one of the girls so that I can get in with on a couple's price." And she was like, "I'm not connecting anybody," like that. And I was like, "That's right, Zuri." Because some people see it as innocent, but then there's much more there's many more layers to that. So I agree
You
with that.
know, reindeer, you know who reindeer is.
Yes,
But
I do.
she said that unhealed play partners have amazing private parts. But I'm
Yes,
laughing at that because I mean I'm a healed play partner and my private parts have been told to be pretty decent or whatever too. So I'm just saying it's not like it's just me. There are people who have healed themselves, who know how to control themselves, who
look at
can
that.
also bust your ass and pleasure you to whatever level it is that you want to be pleasured to.
Yeah, but they are few and far between. Oh,
Well, the
and
thing is, listen, that goes for us too. That's why it's you got to keep digging and keep working at it until you get to what you get to. Isn't it? Everybody wants it so easy. Like nobody wants to put in work. Reindeer, you was right in front of me acting shy. So now you talking about show you when you probably 500 miles away. When you come back around, I'll show you whatever you want to
not
see.
5,000 miles. I agree with Joy, but Joy, we're gonna talk about that on a three-way call.
Of course, I need more therapy. I never said that I was finished. But when it comes to healing, I am healed enough that I'm not going to create any problems for anybody. I'm not going to create a messy situation. I'm not going to be toxic. Like I said, I got my own shit to lose. Fuck you. I got my own shit to lose. So on just off the strength of that, I'm not going to do nothing to jeopardize any of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just me personally. That's how I stand on my own business. I don't have time for the, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't have time to be getting into messy situations. I ain't gonna be online telling all my dirty laundry all crazy like some niggas do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that guy. Like, if me and you have an issue, ain't nobody gonna know what it is unless they know what it is, because I'm not gonna be the one to be out here and just rattling off about shit. I've
Yes.
had relationships since I've been doing this show. You don't hear me talking my dirty laundry about that. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, fortunately, I don't have toxic issues with any of them. But the
Yeah.
whole thing is that at the end of the day, I wouldn't even if I did. And that's why, and exactly is it, you got to be careful who you exchange energy with.
That's a
Because
fact.
when you put people in your circle, like I said, people are too laissez faire about who they let hang around them.
Can we
Like
talk
some of
about
y'all hang
that?
around some messy ass, toxic ass motherfuckers. And honestly, I'm one of those where I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna start judging people by the company they keep.
That's a whole
If
fact.
you lingering around a lot of messy and toxic shit, listen, I ain't got time for nobody getting their feelings, and I gotta put them down. Because when I put you down, I ain't gonna let you get up. So I ain't got time to be in them kind of situations because you had to deal with somebody who don't know how to control themselves.
And so I think that's a good transition to these friendships within the lifestyle, right? Because
Oh,
that is a thing. And now that I feel like I have like my feet deeper in the water, I'm not gonna say like I'm fully planted because I still feel new, but I have my feet more in the water with the lifestyle. These friendships, boy, I didn't come into like I came into the lifestyle intentional about like okay, I don't intend on making any friends. My friend circle is tight and it's right. I
mm-hmm.
have been blessed to be able to connect with some dope ass people, right? Like I consider you a dear friend. Like you've been on the phone with my mother. You know what I mean? Like we're
Your mother's a wild woman.
she's a
I
wild
see
one.
where you get it from.
But like I'm grateful that like I've been able to get friendships, but I think what I hear in the lifestyle is a lot of people saying that they're friends and it's like, nah, that's not a friend. And then, a couple weeks later, a couple months later, it's like, oh no, this person was never my friend. And it's like, yeah, but they were, I'm like that and I'm a loyalist. I was just saying to I was just talking to Lola La Loca about the fact that like loyalty is really important to me. And so like I don't rock with anybody who, is disrespectful to me or my
Hmm.
friends. And I expect the same out of my friends. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like you and I have had conversations like Max, we're not gonna do this, and it's like it's just understood because we're friends and it's like there's weight with the word friend to me. Everyone is not my friend. You won't hear me say, oh yeah, that's my friend, that's my friend. No, it's very few. And so friendships and the LS, they are scary, boy.
Well, you know what the problem be too, and I see some. I'm gonna call it out because I ain't gonna. I don't say nobody names, but I'm gonna just say
I
this.
I see.
I be seeing y'all older females who be honeypotting them younger females so y'all can get in too. I be seeing
Really?
that shit. Oh yeah, in a lifestyle that actually is a thing that happens. A few of the fellas that's on here could attest to that shit. Where basically they'll get like, let's say you nice little sexy 27, 28 year old, and they rolling with. I'm not saying everybody that's with somebody that age is doing that. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying it does happen where
Mm.
they got the nice little PYT there, and pretty young thing for those that don't know what PYT is.
If they don't know what
And
PYT is, they can't be watching the show.
no, they can still watch the show. We take everybody over the age of 21 to watch the show. It's fine. But my whole thing is that they come in and they have her hanging with them because they know on their own in a group of women to choose from, they're not going to be the first choices. So
Ooh.
what ends up happening is they got the PYT with them. She'll get him to link up with her, and then have them along for, and then once the guy's there, he's like, "Well, shit, I'll take these down too since they're here." But they're basically living off of her coattail, but they're not really her friends. They are just honeypotting her because they know that she's the draw.
That's
You
messed up.
understand what I'm saying? And I mean, the draw could be even people the same age. Like, if you know that on your own you ain't pulling nothing, but you know if you have this one with you because they're the draw, and you're using them for that. There's a lot of people in this lifestyle that get used on a
Mm,
regular basis. Just like dudes that don't got no game, don't know how to talk to no shorties, and they do that with their own girlfriends, where they honeypot their girlfriends. They get their girlfriends to do all the hunting and recruiting for them, but they can't bag no shorties on their own to play with if it wasn't for the fact that their girl was bringing all of that shit to the yard. That
mm.
shit happens all the time. That happens actually even more often than the girl on girl honeypotting. But that girl on girl honeypotting shit happens a lot too.
Yeah, I see a lot of like backhanded things, a lot of like disloyal stuff, a lot of rocking with people who your friend doesn't really rock with. It is different, right? It's hard because it's like, all right, this girl wore the same dress as you and you don't like her. That's different than like this girl disrespected you in a way that's not okay. I can't respect that. Like to me, it's like I don't even know how to describe. It's almost like disgusting. I can't respect people who are just loyalty is important. Loyalty, and if you're not loyal to your friend, I don't expect you to be loyal to me. If you're not loyal to your partner, I don't expect you to be loyal to me. And I mean like ethically loyal, not loyal like, like monogamous. Of course we're E&M, we're ethically not monogamous, but if you're doing backhanded, shady, snake type stuff, I don't want to hang with you. I don't want to be at the event. I don't want to go. I've said no to many events because it's like I see how you're moving and I don't want to be around that because then now I don't feel safe.
And that's 100%. Like I said, that goes back to what I said before. I am judging. I don't give a fuck about this judge free zone. No, I'm judging. If
I'll
I
judge.
see you moving funny and I'm catching too much you moving funny kind of energy, or I'm hearing way too many different angles of you moving funny, I'm gonna hold you accountable to that shit because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna attach myself or my name or my anything to anybody that's moving in a weird way. Like I said, that's why I pick and choose which women I have around me when it
Mhm.
comes to certain things. I mean, look at what Trudy's saying. Any niggas like that, I would hate to have them niggas around me.
Grown
Talking
men,
about
heavy
grown
hitter.
men following a heavy hitter around just to catch the residual. So after he finished getting them, and they already in the zone, then they try to slide in, get the little extra play, or they'll do the little MFM thing, and they could get in because the other one's already there. You
Mm-mm.
understand what I'm saying? And she might go with it because whatever. But my whole thing is at the end of the day, it's like have some pride in yourselves, people.
And people don't. And so my thing is like if you don't have pride in yourself, if you don't stick to your word, if you're a shady individual, if you snaked your friend, if you went behind somebody's back, I don't want to hang out with you. I don't want to go to the event. I don't want to talk to you. We're not. And I think that's also because my life is dope. You know what I mean? And LS is just an addition to the dopeness. I think that's what happens is people come when they're in the lifestyle, they already have character flaws and deficiencies, and then they're not like, I think we should vet our friends. Like, I think we should
Yeah,
vet our
you should. You should vet your friends. Like your friends need to be, like I said, anybody that you're gonna have around you, you need to be analyzing these motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Like, look at what V said. She said she's ended fully grown relate. People didn't know how.
friendships because people don't know how to be loyal. 1,000%. You got your
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, they don't know how to. I'm with you, V, and V and I have had conversations about that too. And it's like even some people are on thin ice with me. Like some people are on thin ice, and it's because I see how they move, and you don't. There's this phrase that I live by. It's like a smart person learns from their own mistakes, but a wise person learns from other people's. And so it's like you don't have to snake me
right.
for me to be like, nah, I can't really rock with you. I see what you did. No, thank you.
Right. Like that shit is a no. That shit is a no-fly zone for me. You can't be moving all fucked up out here and then think I'm still gonna rock with you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's just not how it goes. And if you're hanging with people that are being messy, that are doing a lot of crazy ass shit, I'm gonna have to just step aside because I'm gonna be like, listen, you need to get that shit situated. I'm not trying to get myself caught up in any of the. I don't want to catch none of the vapors from the bullshit that you got going on with them.
I'm telling
You
you.
understand what I'm saying?
Yep, absolutely. I like what Jeep said. She said, I've learned that we all have different levels and understandings of what loyalty is and where the lines are. And I know where my lines are with ethics. Like there have been people who I really wanted to play with, but because their situation was shady or like they weren't clear if their partner knew, I'm like, yeah, nah, no, thank you. Cause and that's me. I don't know. I don't even know your partner. But as a lady, I would consider myself a lady of integrity. I'm not moving like that. I don't want that on my energy. Like I don't want that in my I don't want that on my karma.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And and look at this. Trudy said
Yeah.
anything a motherfucker do to someone else, they can do it to you. Nobody's that special. Exactly.
Yep.
Because just because it ain't happening to you right now, don't mean that it can't happen to you. Don't wait till it happens and then be like, oh nah, I'm not gonna fuck with them because da 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 da. Because
Mm-hmm.
now it's like you setting yourself up for a fall. If you see somebody has the capacity to do all types of messy ass, reckless ass shit, get out before. Listen, as the saying goes, the true sign of wisdom is learning from other people's mistakes, so you don't have to make them yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Don't wait till the mistake happens to you, till the incident happens to you, and
Mm-hmm.
then say, okay, now oh man, I'm not fucking with it. Da, 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 da.
That's a
Like
fact.
that's just exactly. If I see a messy, I retreat. Me,
Mm-hmm.
I just like I activate my magic eraser and I just erase motherfuckers. Like
That's a fact.
you understand what I'm saying? Like I don't have time for reckless and messy and nasty ass, and I'm not talking about nasty in a fun way, but nasty as far as nasty work type shit. Like there's a list of so much shit that, man, if I talk about all the shit that I fucking know, it wouldn't even be fun.
Right. I've heard so many things, and even sometimes people find themselves telling me why they don't mess with somebody, and it makes me not want to mess with them. Like
Right.
they're like,
Now,
oh,
granted,
mm-mm.
because of the way that I function and like doing the whole safety committee thing and everything else, I have a tendency that I like to corroborate my evidence. So if I hear something from one person, I can't just take it for gospel all the time because it could just be that one person. But if I see a pattern of something, you know what I'm saying? I follow the pattern of evidence and I say, oh yeah, nah, this ain't it. I can't do it. All right, I'm gonna just be over here. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta protect my own peace and safety and sanity. That's just one of the things that's the problem, and that's
Yeah.
another thing too. Yeah, like I'm not a big fan of gossip. Like the only reason I know things I know is because people tend to like to unload their stuff to me for whatever reason. Aside from the people that I've counseled that have told me stuff in confidence,
Right. Right.
but
Right.
like I said, ultimately it always comes down to just being real with yourself and with those around you. Move in a positive light. Like I've said before, the lifestyle is a privilege. It isn't a right.
Mm-hmm.
And just as fast as you find yourself in here, you burn enough bridges, you're gonna find yourself sitting on the outside,
Mm-hmm.
on an island by yourself. And the only people that's gonna be around you is other people that's just as messy and nasty and messed up as you are. And y'all
Mm-hmm.
gonna just destroy each other. It's gonna be like a bunch of carnivores trapped on an island with nothing else to eat but each other. They just gonna sit there and they gonna cannibalize each other because nothing else to go for.
That's true. That's
Because the
true.
rest of us is gonna be out here like, nah, we good. And as this centralized information comes into fruition, That's going to make it a lot easier to isolate those who need to be in from those who do not.
That's right.
But trust and believe, me knowing about people who are about toxicity and have the potential to cause dangerous or harmful or
Disruption.
illicit or just destructive situations, those people will be made known to those that need to know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's something to be mindful of.
For
You
sure. Be
know,
careful. You call a
yeah,
friend.
yeah, because I'm not gonna be here just putting up with bullshit. Like honestly, that's one of the things that really irritates me is it's like I don't know why people can't just move in a way of at least to some semblance of honor. It's not. It's
Right.
one thing. It's one thing. Like I said, it's one thing to just have issues and you're trying to work shit out and blah blah blah. I get that. But when you are flagrantly just like being toxic or being messy or being whatever, a lot of times that just shows psychological issues. A lot of times people like that just thrive in chaos and that's what they like. But you gotta keep the chaos out of it. And the
Yeah.
thing is y'all women and men, we gotta stop. And that's why I say y'all women and you men, we gotta stop allowing these people just because they might be a good time. Stop allowing them to get in. Because there are plenty of people that are a good time that don't come with all of that nasty baggage. Stop letting people in your life. Stop letting people in your home. Stop letting people in your universe that do not do anything to at least benefit you, even if it's for the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. And reciprocity in friendships. Like if it's someone that like, oh yeah, no, I know them, right? Like that's different than we're friends. Oh, see, I didn't even see your comment there, Joy. Exactly what Joy said, an acquaintance and a friend, right? Like a friend is someone who you can trust with yourself. To me, a friend is somebody who, if I called and I was in need, they would be there, but also somebody who I can trust with my entire self without feeling judged or criticized. Like if you're gonna give me criticism, because I trust that it's what I need to hear. Like people need to, like my friends. I have friends who are like, nah, that wasn't cool. Like, oh, all right, and I consider it because I trust them with who I am. But there are people who I would never be vulnerable with, and that's just how that works.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And just one more thing I would say as we start to land this plane here. Um, I would say, like Trudy said this, she was like, she's seen people that she doesn't think really fit in, and when I bring them to a party, people like them just fine. And I mean, that could happen, but
Hmm.
fitting in and being a total mess or being potentially messy or being known to be messy, these are things that, at least in my universe, when I see it, I have to hit the X on you.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? I have to hit the X on you. And Izzy's right. The LS is a party scene. Everyone is not your intimate friend, and that's
Right.
100%. But I'm talking about who you allow to sit next to you in the car, who you allow to break bread with you, spend time with you, even to have a link up play session. You know what I'm saying? Any of that, you have to really start to evaluate. Like we have to think beyond just our carnal need to bust that nut. Because
Hmm.
even with me, I'm honestly, I'll be happy to deal with Angela and Palmetto before I deal with some messy ass shit pulling up to my crib trying to make a mess of my life. Because they'll bring their messy energy in and spread that shit to you. That messy energy is like a disease.
That's a fact.
And that freaky frog thing is fucking hilarious.
That
It'll
is
be,
funny. We are freaky frogs, and that's okay. But we got integrity. We're wholesome whores.
but you know what?
With
You got to
respect.
think before you rivet. You understand what I'm saying? You
Talk
can't
your
just be out here and just leapfrogging on anybody's lily pad like it's all good. You
That's a fact.
understand what I'm saying? So that's something that people got to do. But like I said, there's a lot of things to this. I would say when it comes to play partners,
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to play partners in general, but I want to start there. I'm gonna go all the way up to the thing, and then I want you to do the same, and we're gonna land this. All right.
Okay. All right.
When it
Okay.
comes to the play partners, I feel like evaluate, and make sure psychologically they're all right. Period. Before you go out anywhere with them, don't just go because they spending money.
1,000%.
When it comes to friends with benefits, if you want to do that situation, make sure that your agreement, again, you've already evaluated them on the play partner stage before you even put them in the friends with benefits stage. So now you actually having them around, you might invite them to something personal sometimes, whatever the case may be. Make sure that they understand what that boundary is and that they live within it. And if they don't live within it, then you let them go. Don't hesitate. Don't bullshit about it. Just cut that shit the fuck off. If they it's one thing if y'all are laid up, it's a friend with benefits thing, y'all talking and they look at you and say, I think I can see you with something more than friend with benefit. That's not violating
Right.
the friend with benefit boundary. Violating friend with benefit boundary is when you understand that they see other people, but then you and your feelings are getting mad at them for doing so. Or you try to gaslight them because of what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And now we rotate up to the relationship side. On the relationship side, y'all need to make sure that y'all securing yourselves and in each other as well as with each other before you come into the swinger scene. Because I'm tired of the sour grape face ass dudes that I see every time when their shorty is smiling in my face or talking to me, and they got that sour grapes look because I'm looking at their woman like, yeah, you looking kind of right. And I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm flirting with them, giving them a compliment. I'm not hiding it. I'm doing it. Their guy could be right there. I don't care. I'm not saying nothing crazy. I'm just complimenting and talking my shit. She's throwing it back in my direction. But then I see the sour grapes on your face. You gotta get it. You gotta get over yourself before you come outside. Sometimes you're gonna be the wolf. Sometimes you're gonna be the sheep. That's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Every day is not gonna be a winning day for you, especially fellas. Y'all gotta get out your feelings to get in this lifestyle. To be honest with you, because y'all, and I say especially the fellas, because more times than not, the women are gonna get attention. They're gonna get whatever, blah blah blah. But there's gonna be events where maybe they're not into you so much, and you have to still be okay with the fact that your woman might be winning even if you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Don't then when you get in the car after the fact because she had a good time, she was playing, but maybe you didn't get any action or maybe your action was very limited. And then you in the car arguing with her, got an attitude because you felt neglected while she was having a good time.
Right.
Now, on the other side of that, before I throw this to Nova, ladies, you got to make sure that your man is comfortable. If you see that your man ain't winning that much, be mindful of that too. Like, yes, have your fun, but recognize you are part of a couple. This is your actual partner that you are with. So be mindful of that too. You could be getting all the attention in the world. If you see it's a little dry for him, maybe try to throw him a little alley or something. Help him out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If that's not working, then have your little fun, whatever, but don't do too much if your man is there because at the end of the day, a human being is going to feel something. Like imagine every dude is walking past you like you invisible and he there busting every chick ass in the party. You gonna be you gonna feel like damn this nigga ain't hardly interact with me since we got here. He too busy in every other girl face. So you gotta know how to balance it out. That's really the key. Is
Mm-hmm.
to find the balance. Once you find that balance, everything else will be copacetic. You know what I mean?
I agree.
What you got, Nova?
I did on
Land.
everything that you said, Max. I think what I will also add is that any problems that you have when you're not in the lifestyle are going to be magnified when you are in the lifestyle. any character defects, any esteem, mental health stuff, that's going to be magnified because this community has a way of kind of shining a light on those areas. Make sure that you're on the same page as all your people, friends with benefits, play partners. Be safe, be safe, be safe, be safe. And, like you said, if people are not respecting you, respecting your boundaries, respecting your space, respecting your person, then cut them off.
Right.
That's all I got.
Shit. Well, shit. I mean, be safe, respect your boundaries, and like P. Nate said, respect your relationship.
Yes. Friendships,
Respecting
relationships.
a relationship doesn't mean sitting there in isolation. You know what I'm saying? Like, your woman came outside with the little thong on and she got a body yaddy yaddy on her and she walking around through the whole party. That doesn't give anybody right to touch, but niggas is gonna look, they gonna say something. Somebody gonna flirt with her.
Hmm.
That's what we here for.
That's what
If
we're
you're
here
not there for that, then why you even spend your money to come outside? It's like if you go to a swing event and you ain't trying to swing, it's like if you just want to watch the show, I mean, listen, you can skip all of this, go to Pornhub, save your money.
for.
I mean, this ain't something that a promoter might say. I'm not a promoter. I don't care. I'm just being honest as a regular schlub that's in this community just like anybody else. Why are you coming outside to get mad when your girl getting mad attention when you know she got that body on her? Because I don't really see that as a problem so much with the women as I do so much with. I know it happens with the women too, but not so much as it does comes to the men. A lot of the men had this mindset of, oh yeah, we gonna go to a swinging party and bag shorties and threesome on bed. Okay, that's cute and that's cool, but
Hmm.
maybe she want to try a different meat other than yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't diminish the quality of your meat. It just means she wants to, sample the other flavors. I mean, listen, and I'm gonna say this too, because it was something me and somebody was talking about. Y'all guys gotta stop dick watching too. Y'all guys gotta stop dick watching. And the reason why I'm gonna say that is because, listen, you know, no matter what you working with, somebody gonna have more. Just like with a lot of, I see you on, and we gonna get you out of here. Just like if you see a woman, some women have bigger titties and ass than others. Some women's bodies ain't as curvy as others. Women are built in all different shapes and sizes too, and they still gonna come out with all the confidence in the world and get all the play that they want.
Yeah.
You gotta walk in that same energy, fellas. Y'all gotta stop being so sensitive. Don't worry about what the next man got. Focus on being the best with what you have to offer. Because there's gonna be a woman that's gonna be happy with that shit. Plenty of women that'll be like, okay, yeah, listen. More than likely, no matter what you hitting her with, she's probably had somebody that had more than you, but she's still with you. So just get out your feelings about it. It's just a little bit of recreational fucking. If she is willing to leave you just because she got dicked down by somebody at a party, then she just did you a whole lot of a favor.
That's a fact.
Now you know who you really fucking with, and that's something seriously revealing to avoid a very toxic relationship in the future. I'm
Um,
talking about men dick watching men on some hater shit. That's what I'm talking about doing.
um, blame their man because they don't want to hurt their. Be confident in you. Don't
Yeah,
worry. That's right. That's a
yeah.
fact.
Uh-huh.
Two things in closing. One, I appreciate. Thank you for being my friend, Max.
Oh
I,
god, we're getting light skin again.
because I get all emotional.
Oh god, this from the girl who just said she has so much emotional control. Carry on.
Well, now we're my friends. We're friends. So I
Hugs,
appreciate
hugs,
you.
and all
You're
that
like,
stuff.
I'm telling you, that's why I said in the beginning. Like when I see you, I'm just like, Max is here. So I'm grateful for our friendship. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm grateful for it too. Trust me. All right. Well, what's the
And
next half of this?
We have so many amazing things scheduled for the rest of this month. December is a big month for the social experiment. We have some topics. We got some guest speakers coming in. We need
Hmm.
everybody tuned in. Share the posts. Invite people to the group. If you
Right.
invite them to the group, make sure that they fill out the questions. Angry face.
Thank
Um, because they're not filling out these questions. And then they won't be accepted, and then they won't get to see all the good things we have coming up. Next week we have our very first men's roundtable.
Yes. And we're
So,
gonna do a women's one too. Don't y'all worry.
yeah, but the men need a space. And so, we're going to give the men their space to talk. And I'm just going to be surrounded by amazing men next week. So, everybody tune in, men and women, and everything, everyone in between. And
Hmm.
and then our safety committee is going to be coming, and that's coming in January. So, we're going to be talking about that as well. So, make
Uh-huh.
sure you stay tuned in for that.
Okay. Oh, and one last thing before we go.
Yeah.
This is going down on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So, for those of you who have not done so yet, I highly suggest that if you just want some good old fashioned fun, nice, safe, and clean, and all that good stuff, you know, there's a link that I am sharing. You can click it, and it will take you where you need to go so that
Mm-hmm.
you can get what you need to get information wise. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look forward to this event. This is probably one of the events I like the most out of the events that we do. Um, I say if you haven't been to one of these events yet, you're in for a very nice treat because, oh shit, it did the wrong thing. But anyway, you're in for a very nice treat if you're looking to get into one of these events because I'm telling you, these events are the kind of things where you see the videos and then you're asking me later, oh shit, what event was that? That shit was lit. Da, 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 da. This is one of those events.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, do yourselves a favor. The tickets aren't too crazy on the price. You're gonna get some free food, and I mean real free food, not bullshit. Like it's actually real dishes and stuff. So you'll
Oh,
definitely get your belly fed. You know what I'm saying? But I've been posting it. You'll see it in my stories on Facebook. I just shared it on YouTube. The link tree is right there. Get more information for my YouTube people watching.
yes.
Um, the link should have showed up on Facebook, but it's acting light skinned, so we gonna let it rock for now.
We
But
copy.
anyway, we thank y'all for rocking with us all this time, and we will be back next week. Will be the round table, and from me and Nova, we say be safe, stay blessed, and please vet your little messy ass friend, so we ain't gotta see so much damn so we ain't gotta have all this LS drama. Can we can
Yes.
we decrease the drama, please?
No
But
more.
anyway, we out of here.
Good
Peace
night.
out, y'all. Good night. Good night.